Hey there, welcome to the Become a Writer Challenge. I'm James Clear and I write at jamesclear.com. This video tutorial is all about how to start your own website or blog in less than 10 minutes. And I'm excited to cover this topic because writing has made such a significant impact on my life, and specifically writing on my blog and website. Because sharing my thoughts with the world has enabled me to connect with people I never would have met before, to share something of value with the people around me and the people who believe the same things that I believe, and so I'm helping to contribute something. And also to discover a little bit about myself and hold myself accountable to the goals and the ideals and practices that I wanted to improve upon. And then finally, to make a living. My writing has enabled me to make a full-time living online for the last few years, and I think that these are the type of things that no matter what your goals are, something great can come from starting a blog and from writing and from pursuing a new project and a new passion of your own. So there are many ways to start a blog. We are going to use a platform called WordPress, and WordPress is what some of the most popular blogs in the world run on. All of my sites run on WordPress, and then just many other websites and blogs that you have heard of or that are popular all run on WordPress. I think about, at this point, 12% of the entire internet runs on WordPress, so we're talking about hundreds of millions of sites. And I like it because, one, it's simple and fast. You can set it up even if you don't have any tech experience. This was the platform that I used when I first got started and didn't know how to build a website or no code or anything. Secondly, it's very cheap and it's still professional. So it's not going to cost you a lot of money, but you'll get a clean, professional look. It'll allow you to register your own domain name, which will be good for establishing your brand, and is also great if your site gets popular in the future, because it gets kind of messy if you use like the free blogging solutions and then need to transfer over or whatever. This just makes it easier on you and allows you to start with a very professional look from the beginning. And third, it's easy to use and it focuses just on writing, so you don't get bogged down in all the extra fluff and details. You just get to focus on what matters. So with that said, the first step is to go to jamesclear.com/HostGator, and HostGator is the name of the service that we're going to use to build your WordPress site. If you use that link, you should get a 20% discount. I'll show you what to look for on that in a moment. And yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and go to the site as well and walk you through this step by step and show you how to set it up and get your website going. So the first thing is to go to jamesclear.com/HostGator, and when you go to that link, it should send you straight to the HostGator page, and you should see this "now you get 20% off" bonus right there. And one thing I want to point out before I show you the process is that they have this little live chat box up in the top, and I've had dozens of websites with them over the years, and I've used that live chat function all the time. For me, it's way better than calling into a customer support line and waiting for someone to answer for a while. If I use this live chat button, usually their customer support team gets back to me within 2 or 3 minutes tops. And I have yet to have a problem that they haven't been able to help me and solve like right on the spot. So they're very good, even if you don't know anything. Like in the beginning, I didn't even know how to start a website and they had to walk me through it. So they're very good. So if you need any help, just click on that live chat button. But what we're going to do to start this blog right now and build your website is click View Web Hosting Plans. And then on this page, you don't need anything special, especially in the beginning. Just go for the smallest plan, the hatchling plan. It's also the cheapest one. It's going to cost you, if you do monthly, it'll cost you about $7 a month. If you want to buy, in bulk, like buy a year at a time or 3 years at a time, you'll get a cheaper monthly price, but you have to pay for it all up front. So for this example, I'll just show you the monthly option. Either way, it's very inexpensive. And so this is the order page here, and once again, you have the live chat button up top if you need it. There are two things that we're going to do. First, you need to register a domain. So, like for me, I already own jamesclear.com. So if I wanted, I could put the domain name that I already own in there if you own one. But if you want to get a new one, you can just go ahead and type in there as well. And like for this video, I'll do becomeawriterchallenge.com. Okay. And they're going to tell you, oh, you can, secure your ownership by buying all these other ones, .net, .org, .info. Honestly, I don't think you need any of those. You just need one website, right? So whatever it is, .com or .net, whatever's available for you. Now, the domain name, I would compare it, if we're going to use an analogy, it's like a car, right? Like you have to have the car, but the hosting, and this is what HostGator provides, as well as the domain name, is like the gas for the car. The hosting is what keeps the website running. So you have the website, that's your car, you fill it up with hosting, or you use hosting every month to keep it running. That's like the gas for the car. So that's why you need both. So you put your domain name in, and then you'll scroll down here. Make sure you have Hatchling, that's the smallest one, and then whatever billing cycle you want. And then you're going to have to put in a username, a security PIN, and then your credit card information, your billing information. So I'll go ahead and let you do that, and I'll fill out mine. And then the next thing beneath this is hosting add-ons. And these are mostly upsells that you don't need. So like Site Lock, you can get rid of that. CodeGuard, you don't need that. Jumpstart, you don't need that. Most people won't need domain privacy protection either, but this is sort of a call that's up to you. So for example, domain privacy protection is kind of like being unlisted in the phone book. You know, whenever you register a website or a domain, that information gets put into a public database where, you know, they list everybody, sort of how they list everyone's phone number, right? Very few people actually look up that database, so it's not like the information is going to be widely available or sent to a bunch of people. But if you decide that you don't want that information listed, if you want to be unlisted in the internet phone book, so to speak, purchase the domain privacy protection, which is about $10 a year. So that's a call that you can leave up to you. I'm not going to do it for this particular website. The coupon code should already be in there for you if you use the link jamesclear.com/hostgator. And then you'll see the order details here, and it's $20. So for a very nominal fee, you can get your website up and running, and it'll cost you about $12 or $13 a year to keep your domain name, and that's just once a year. And then it costs you about $7 a month if you do this package, and obviously, as I showed you before, those numbers are cheaper if you buy in bulk. So then you click Create Account. So the next thing that's going to happen is that after you make your purchase, HostGator will send you an email with your account info. In that email, you're going to have a link that says Your Control Panel. Just click on that, and then you're going to enter the username and password that you created when you set up your account. Those items should also be listed in that email. Once you're logged in, you can go ahead and, if any pop-ups come up, you can just get rid of those. And you're going to scroll down to Software and Services, and then click on Fantastico Deluxe is the name of this little service we're going to use inside your control panel. You click on that, and then you click on WordPress in the left-hand column there. Click on WordPress, and then New Installation. And this is going to install the blog and your website and set you up. So the installation location, you'll just go ahead and select your domain name. That's fine. You don't need to put anything in the next box. The admin access data, this is going to be your username and password for your website. And then beneath that, you have base configuration and the admin nickname. So, whatever you want. Usually that's just your name. So we could put like James for me. Whatever email address you want them to send it to, so your email at email.com. And then the title and description of your site, so whatever title you want to call this. So I'll call mine Become a Writer Challenge. And then description, how to start a blog or website in 10 minutes or less. And then you just click Install WordPress. And then WordPress is installed. That just takes a minute. And then you can click Finish Installation. And that's it. At this point, I typically like to send the details of the installation to your email address just so you have them on file. So you can just type your email in and click Send Email. But you're done at this point. Once you complete the installation, it can take 10 to 15 minutes for the entire process to complete. But in my experience, it's much faster than that. Usually in just 2 or 3 minutes, everything's ready to go. However, there is one caveat, and that is that for all new accounts with HostGator, they mark them as pending. They have to check to verify that your credit card information, your address, and everything else is, verifiable and secure. Well, you can actually rush that process and get it done just in like 10 minutes or so. If you contact them, use that live chat button that I pointed out earlier, and say, hey, I just signed up. I know my account's probably pending. It'd be really nice if I could get this pushed through faster. Can you please, expedite that and have them take a look at it now? And typically, They'll say yes, and it'll be done within 10 minutes. Your site will be live and active. The other thing you can do at this point is if you're having any trouble with the installation with getting your blog up and running, you can just use that live chat feature and talk to HostGator and say, hey, I just had a new account. I'd love to get my blog set up with WordPress, but I'm having a little bit of trouble. Can you help me? And typically, if you do that, they'll just go ahead and set it up for you and get everything pushed through. And, once again, you can ask them, hey, can you move my account from pending to approved? And, and that way it'll be up and running. But either way, they can handle any of those little issues and get you going really quickly. So I'm going to go to becomeawriterchallenge.com, which is the domain that I registered. And here's what the site looks like. You can see that it has the title that I put in, the description that I put in. It's clean, it's simple, it's professional looking, and it gives you a space to show your writing. You can go down, scroll down on the right-hand side and click Login, and then just type in the username and password that you set up when you installed WordPress. And then once you log in, this is your dashboard. This is where you're going to do most of your work and where your writing will be. So you'll log into your website each time you want to use it, each time you want to write a new post or publish something or share whatever it is you're working on. And from the dashboard here, you can just hover over this new option and click on Post. And then anytime you want to write something, you can just write your new article here. So your title goes here and your new post is written here. And then you can click Publish and you're ready to go. And we can check out and see what that post looks like. And here it is live on your site already, your title and your post. And there are plenty of things that you can do to adjust the look and feel of the site, the colors, the layout. You can pick a different theme if you want to log into WordPress, go back to your dashboard and go to Appearance and choose a different theme. There are all sorts of free themes and options you can browse. My suggestion would be focus on getting an article up first. Do a little bit of writing. Write 1, 2, 3 articles. Get in the habit of actually doing something rather than wasting your time on the design. Design can be very minimal and bare bones, and if the content's great, it doesn't matter. This is the Become a Writer Challenge. I'm James Clear, and you can see more of my work at jamesclear.com. I hope you do well with the challenge. If you need to, rewind the video and give it a watch. I can't wait to see what writing does for you. Thanks for watching.